Hey there Simmers, welcome back. Today's build video is going to be a house. We are here on Biscuit's Bastion. Oh, it's like, why is my keyboard not working? Well, maybe if you plugged it in or turned it on, then it would work. So we are in that boat this morning. So I want to do something that is kind of usually never good in the Sims game. And it's just to build like a long, thin building that doesn't have a lot of changes in the exterior walls. And the reason I say it's usually not that great in The Sims is because it won't look like beautiful unless you do like certain things with it. So we're gonna try to make it look really beautiful. And I think I'm gonna start with what I was doing for some of the other buildings where I have these little like pop-out sections like that. But before I get too far, actually I will put the roof on too. We may put skylights in like the norm, but we'll see. So we've got that look on this side and we'll do the same thing on this side. All right, so that's our basic shape of our building. And then I want to do something similar but smaller on this side. So this may expand depending on how much space we need, but I want to do one that is here-ish, sort of like this, kind of similar layout. I think I'm also gonna have a sort of bridge here. I'm not sure on the size of that yet, but we're gonna have a very similar shape here. I may even do the things at the end. Oh no. How low was this roof? So there-ish. So we're gonna have two similar buildings like that. And then in this area here is going to be the gardening area. And for now, oh good, these are base games. I was really hoping they would be. The privacy hedge is larger, right? Yeah, it's just a little bit taller. I don't know what height we want at the moment. But I want to like loosely sort of block this area out. And when I say loosely, I mean loosely because I want it to be like this almost. I also want to slightly almost protect this front area by doing the same thing. So we're doing like one. All right, so these should all be equal. That's equal to that, that's equal to that. So that's the sort of loosely I wanted it to be. It might actually expand a little bit more because what I want to do is have something like, here's the pool fountain. I want to do like a fountain and have areas like this. We'll kind of block it in and out depending on where we put windows at, so don't worry too much about that. We will kind of make it nice. And then on the other side, I want to do almost the exact same thing. Uh-oh, I thought this was base game. The fence for window shopping. Oh no, that's the one I wanted to use because it's really thin and small. And you can like frame things out really nicely. I was hoping to be able to just like whoop all the way back somewhere like there and then have the gravel in. No mess most. I mean, right now it doesn't matter too much. I want to get the shape. Ooh, white stone. I don't know what my cat is doing. I think he wants a lot of attention right now, so we'll see how this goes. So that's going to be our pathway. We can get all the way around what we need to get around. I'm gonna bring out, I am gonna complete this, I think. Get a little bit more of this fence and then use this. And I'm gonna do like a little entry area there. And then, so I'm gonna put a little fence here so that the Sims can't use it. Obviously, in real life, it wouldn't matter because it's already short enough, but that's what we want to use. I am debating on whether I should fill in this area so that the Sims can't come in and out of there, but I'm not worried too much. It is a shame that you can't do like We can't do other flowers because that would be really nice. I mean, the purple is fine, and I guess with a vineyard you could do that, but I was really hoping to not have that. And then in here, I want to have little areas for the vineyard. What I would love to have is almost like patches of stuff. And I'm not sure the best way of doing that because I sort of want it to be like 2 by 4 little sections here. Only if you put a fence around the whole thing, then the Sims can't get to it. I think that should be good. This one could be longer. Well, okay, so let's take a look at this. So we've got 2 by 4, 2 by 6. That's fine. We could do slightly larger ones in the center section. And maybe this middle area is left open. So you get beds like this. This is what I was thinking. And then each one would have like its own thing. Now, ideally, there would be a fence on all the sides, which I guess maybe if you didn't want this to be like a working area, you could always pull some stuff out from the debug items, because then you wouldn't have to touch everything. Like you could put everything inside a fenced in area, put some plants in that don't need help. Like if you wanted to use the actual vineyard debug item that they have, you could do that. You could also maybe raise or lower the beds. I don't know if that actually works. So you can grow your plants in here in this little bit of like a almost hedge mazy area. So now that I've made that part almost completely unchangeable because of the style, we're gonna start on the actual buildings. This is going to have the same style as the other building. We're gonna get rid of the ceiling there and make that an open space and pull that over. And we could grab these window shopping fences to put there and maybe here because I don't want anybody in there. Can Sims get in the fountain? I know if this was a pool they'd be able to, and I want to protect from the pool. I don't know if they can swim in the fence. You know, as often as I've played this game, like over thousands of hours, you'd think I would know that, but I don't. Let's see, what is my hour count? I lost a lot of hours when I came over to the EA from the Origin, which I guess isn't too bad because it's not like I actually lost anything material, but still, it's kind of a bummer. So this area here, my envisioning is just a raised area, and I don't know how far I have to go. I think I have to just go 1 into there. So we have a little bit of a raised area, and that's all I want for that. It's gonna stay flat. These are gonna become metal roofing, and I'm gonna do a nice dark trim on this. See, and this is what happens with this. So if I pull this in, does that close it? Yeah, of course it does. All right, you know what, we'll get rid of that and we'll just put this at the, I mean, this is all I really wanted at the top of it anyway, so we'll just leave that. It is a little bit of a shame that I can't have anything, you know, raised up a little bit there. We'll start with this area here. So this is gonna basically be, oh, right, ceilings. Good Lord, I'm gonna forget that, you guys. Just so you're all aware, I will forget the ceilings. So I know this is supposed to be the vineyard house, but I know that there is like a horse thing back here. So I want to build a place to have horses, and if you want to change it, you can absolutely change it. So how are we feeling? Do we want to just do one, like centrally located here? The only reason I say that one instead of this big one is because if we go get the pet stuff, I want to be able to have them maybe like have 2 in here. See, this area is a little snug, and that's what I'm working with. Oh, I made it too short anyway. Huh. Okay, well, what if we just did 2? We could do, we're kind of doing things a little offset, so we could do an offset door too. Also, the fences will keep the horses out if you do have like horses and animals and stuff. It'd be easier way to control. So if we put a door in here, I mean, so it'll stay open, but you do sort of have this area here. These I want to put on this side. See, here's the problem. Like, I want them for the main house, and I would probably end up doing the full windows here, but I don't know if we need that on a place that has horses. So I think in this area, we'll go a little smaller maybe. This is the same style, I guess, as those windows. I wish it was a taller version, but I'm pretty sure that horses can still get in and out of that. For now, maybe just those. I don't know, because the siding that I was going to do was going to be dark. This is basically what I wanted to use. What kind of colors do we have here? The white and black. We won't have a fountain here. This is the entry area, so I think we'll grab the same moss pavers for here. And then we need an actual door for this area. I'm not sure if a sliding door is what you would want with horses. I feel like they'd be smart enough to get through that. This is where we're going a little rogue on the style, but I don't know what else to do. Although, maybe it should become a full entryway into this outdoor space. Like if we put a door there as well. I know that doesn't line up perfectly, might be the best we have, but then you can walk out through there and through here. I guess the biggest part about that is whether or not we need that, because if we put a door, if it works out in this like layout that we put a door here to go out, then we won't need a door here. So we should start laying out the regular house. All right, a couple of lights in. I do want to get the rest of the horse ranch stuff in while we're here. So those two are going to be here. I think we'll do brown in here. The white, just not good around horses, I imagine. But maybe we can do this one. I think that's good. Now the horsies sort of have their home. There is a ball in the back here, so that's why I have not put one of those in. Although, maybe this back door really needs to be on this side. I don't know, if we put one door on each side, what are we looking at for windows? See, this is the problem. Like, I don't think we have any windows that match that. And we could just do this one. So that way you can come through, you can go either way. And maybe we'll do a nice wood flooring in here. I do have to say that I am impressed with the horse ranch flooring. I think the slightly tan one works well. All right, so we've got two areas that are complete. So how do we look from here? That's not so bad. Not so bad. I think it looks nice, actually. I don't know. I do want to put lighting in here. I am not too worried about that at the moment. I guess I could be. We could put some things in. You guys want to put little ghosties in? I don't think I want to put one directly in the middle here. I mean, your Sims won't touch it, I guess, but in real life, you'd probably kick it. All right, that's that. I think I'm going to take a break at the moment and then come back and do the interior of the main house. Hey, we're back. And the first thing we're going to do is grab out our Rancher's Dream windows. Just put along this wall here. And then we'll grab the pinstripe grains. And I'm going to cover this whole building in this just like the other one. So we get just kind of a large dark box here. On the inside, I want to do the same thing for now, just in a lighter color. And we will use this flooring just so we get a little bit of color in before we get started. And then we'll add in a little bit of light. Just maybe like 3 of them here. Oh, I'm gonna do the large ones for now because I'll remember to take them out if we put other lights in, if they're the large ones. So, all right, now we've got that. Let's get started on the layout. So how do we want to do the layout? I don't think we need the entrance right here, but I also feel like since it's sort of the main entrance to this house, it should be maybe a living room or something. Like maybe even if it's not the main living room, maybe it can be like a secondary sitting room or a library or something. And maybe we have the entrance door somewhere around here. And then we have a long hallway and some bedrooms. Maybe a bathroom or two in here. And then back here would maybe be the main living room and kitchen area. So we should probably slide this way down here. Maybe have some windows, or we could have two entrances, maybe one here and one here. I don't want them to be directly at the bedrooms. And I also think the bedroom doors are going to be maybe just these for now. Like here and here. And then if these guys want a bathroom, maybe we chop it here and give them a bathroom. I'm not sure what this space would be. We could either do a public bathroom or a pantry or something in here. So we could always do that. And then this would be kitchen and living area. So this is sort of maybe a study room. What's a light. Oh, we could get that in the hallway maybe. So we've got a long bowling alley hallway. And then maybe doors here and here at the exterior wall, and then we can put a window in there. So the window, there won't be anything like the shower or toilet or anything blocking the window. This one here, oh, a closet. Maybe that's what we can do in this. I don't think this has to be this big either. Like these are, all of this is sort of looking large. So as we start putting stuff in, it may end up getting smaller. So we'll see on that. I don't know what kind of windows we should do. Should we stick with these? Or do we want to do something larger? Like this is our, main living area. So do we do something different? Or do we just sort of keep them? So those are centered in each space. They're not centered along that wall. They're not like evenly spaced on that wall. But that doesn't bother me so much because it will look good from the inside, and I don't often look at that side. We could do more picturesque type windows on this side here, or larger ones. I think we should definitely do something with a white frame. So we could do the modern awning ones, maybe something like that. So there's a little bit more of a space between these two center ones, but they're two away from each other, and these are two away, and these are two away, but these are all one. I want to lay out this space first. While we're here, we're definitely going to have enough room for the other things. Like, there's a lot of room. Like, they could have a bed in here and a desk, and they've got their closet. Like, they're set. They've got a lot of space in there. So I want to start with maybe the kitchen first. If we start with subtle cabinets here, so ideally with a space that's very open and like communal or like shared, I feel like you'd want to have something to break it up. Now that might be a little too close, but if we put in like stools, and then when we start putting in the living room here, I think it's going to be too small. Now, what we could do, because I don't know if I want to shrink these down to only 3, and I don't want to shrink this down anymore as like a living area, which I guess we could make this the main bedroom and then put in, no, because I don't want it super far away from everything. So I think what we're gonna have to do is drag this out by 2. So we have a little seating area here. Like maybe that's what we end up doing. Maybe we do like a TV area here and a main lounge area here. Like we could pull out a big old rug. Don't worry, this will change. I want to find us a couple pieces of furniture first. We could do that. Although we could have space here for a TV. And I'm not sure what would go behind here, but this is sort of my thoughts on space layout. And if we felt like it, we could pull this out by another one. And I don't know how many people would be living here anyway. Although maybe we get rid of 2. No. I take that back only because we haven't put in the fridge or anything yet. Do we make this space a little wider? That one's not so bad. We can always pull out that one. Although I kind of don't hate this pattern right now. I think I'd rather have like a universal like round table here and here. And then a TV. Oh, that's cool. Maybe like here. Because you could see it from the kitchen and the living room, which some people might like. We could also use an actual sort of console table. This one or something. Although a lot of the stuff in this room is sort of grayer. So we have a big open wall and we can kind of do whatever we want with it. Maybe we put this one here. We could do like a general long cabinet. It's a pretty big kitchen, I have to say, for this kind of a house. I mean, there might be 4 people, but there's no dining area unless we're using this as the dining area. We could also take that out and have an L shape with a dining area. But I think in a house that's like this nice, it sort of feels weird that they wouldn't have like more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just seems very small to me. We could always pull this all back by 1 and give us at least 1 more square of space. What got moved to the inventory? Oh, the lights. But we still don't have a dining space other than this area here. But this does give us a little extra for this. So the only reason you know it's the main bedroom is because it has its own bathtub, which I guess is fine. I mean, it is what it is. So this one, I was gonna do it in all in white, but maybe we should try to do a color. All right, so what does it look like with this design? You know, I think I'll actually grab out the pieces from this one. We need the slightly shorter one of that. And then this slides down and probably like that, because this will sit here. And then if we go back to this style room, we have the oven and the stove top separate. So we could do that. We also have a coffee, which is kind of cute, but I think this is gonna go here. We'll get rid of these and get the corresponding piece here. Do we have any matching stools? No, we do have chairs, but not stools. And that's why I'm wondering if we should just leave this open and put a table with chairs in here. That way we have a little bit more space to deal with things. We have, you know, we can put that nice piece in. It kind of makes it nice and open, and I like that. And the question is, do we want to put a second rug in this area? Probably not, unless it's like the same style rug. Like if we did this one and did like a double of it. I don't know, is that too much? I don't think I'm in love with that. So I don't know what to do with that space there. Can we solve this by adding a short wall? Like if we grab one out here. Sometimes it's hard to pick these things because the colors don't go well. But I think we're gonna leave it like this with the slightly lighter wood and the more modern look, but I am going to keep it divided like this. I know that's probably not going to be everyone's favorite thing, and we could always kind of shorten it and just have like a little wall there, but the idea is that with this breaking it up, we can have like our own style rug here. We could also do, if we don't like any of those, we can come into here, and with the way that this is laid out, we could pick like a rug and go like this, and that could be our area rug. So we could do a slightly warmer shag carpet, or we could do this plush one. I don't love that color. No, I like the shag one a little bit more. We could use this one. We do have a little bit of the colors going on with this. And if we pick a neutral color for this half wall, which if you want to, you should probably put like a trim on top that stops them from putting dishes there. But if we did this, at least we're pulling in some of the orange from here, and maybe what we can then do is either for decorations or for lights, we can find some of these other primary colors. I'd love to be able to find a light for the side there, and then one that's matching that we could put over here. Which I think I'll have to turn on bb.move objects to get things placed exactly where we want, because I think like if we had something here and then had another light over here, that might make it look really nice. It'll kind of pull the blue theme through the house. We might just end up doing that one. It's not the same like white shade though, which is what I would love to do. I don't know, I guess it's so different we should probably keep it different. Is there like an orange for this? There is. Could do an orange one there. I'm thinking maybe back here we do something skill related or artistic. Like you could do one of these guys back here in the corner. You could also have maybe a guitar and maybe, and you know, just things like that for that corner. And we can move on maybe to the hallway first. I'll grab out this boldly brushed and run it all the way down, and also here. I don't know what we'll do in the bedrooms yet, but we can start here, and I think we should probably put a window in. All right, bathrooms. Do we get a tub in here? I think if we did, it would have to be like this. Now, the thought is that usually the shower for here, and then maybe the kids would get this. So we could do, I like the elephants. Maybe we'll throw in this one. We'll get a sink and a toilet, obviously. This is a very stylized bathroom. It's very orange, but we will get the plain subway tile. But that can be the shared bathroom. And I don't know, I mean, I'm all right with it. I think it's fine. I'm gonna do basic colors for these other walls so we have somewhere to start. I'm gonna do the same subway tile in this larger bathroom, or like the parents' bathroom, but I think I am going to do just a shower for them. I don't feel the need to do like a full bathtub. If we put the door here, would it make sense to throw a toilet here? I mean, ideally it wouldn't be there, but then I was thinking we could grab out some sinks and then have 2 sinks along this wall so they can both look out. And a mirror maybe here. I don't know if the Sims, I wonder if they can get past that. I have a feeling they can. Just get a big mirror in there. That's fine. Oh, now that I'm thinking about this layout a little bit more, what if we did the entrance was through this area? I guess the shower wouldn't be in the best place if we did that. Something like that. So they would come in through the closet and then go to here. We could potentially grab out 2 of these and then get the ones that have the hanging. All right, this is what we're doing. Where is the clothing? And of course, they put it down immediately. We're just gonna put some clothes in. And the closet's done. It's hanging, okay? It's there. We just can't see it. It's fine. Oh, should we change lighting for the bathrooms? I think we should definitely have, well, I was gonna say a nightlight, but that's not a base game object, which I guess doesn't really matter because we're not really doing base game specific things right now. If I was living here, this would be a closet with a rod, kind of like this. But I don't want to use any CC. Just kind of something like that. Just put that on both sides. I think this is one of my most used closet items. It just looks really good. Although we could do one that's like this and maybe put a mirror above it. Something like that. That way it's a little different, each one. All right, for the larger in quotation marks bedroom, what kind of style are we feeling for that? So for this main bedroom, I thought blue and white mostly. We've got some lights coming down on our side tables and a little extra bit here. We could do a rug, like a round one in blue and white. Maybe this sort of rug here. And then we could always throw a bit of clutter on. That's this one. I have clutter on both side tables here, but we could always throw something like this on. Maybe a little red. You know, and then we got like a little setup. So even though there's some closet space in here, there's a little bit more here. So I think that's good for our main bedroom. Now the 2 kids' bedrooms, or I don't know, maybe they're kids, maybe they're not kids anymore. They could be teens. I'm thinking we kind of just pick a set of furniture from maybe like one of these packs. I think we'll decorate with this. We'll start here. That can be our simple bedroom. We can get a couple other things up though. Like these guys. Little decorations here and there. And see, like that. I don't want it to be completely plain, but I don't want it to be super, I don't know, out there either. And adding a little color definitely helps. But I think that one's fine. So that could be a younger room or an older kid's room. It really doesn't matter. I still kind of want to do a crazy pastel room. Maybe we should. I mean, we've got space in here. We did blues and more blues. So do we do another blue or do we go crazy with the yellow? I mean, the yellow is absolutely crazy. And put the bed there. I know that's not super convenient for that door, but for them, it doesn't really matter. And we'll do a bookshelf for them. And we could do the desk or the chair in here, maybe like a little off, and pick a better color for this. We could just do the yellow. And we'll pull out the cracker. Do we want to double up rugs? They're definitely different styles. So we have a more cluttered, crazy room, which I still really like. We have this room here, which is significantly more calmed down. And we have the main bedroom. So we've got almost every space completed now. We've got all 3 bedrooms. We've got the kitchen, dining, and living area. And the last thing I want down here is a sort of office area. It doesn't need to be like a full working office. I mean, maybe it can be. We could get a hobby desk in too. Now, keep in mind, like, you probably won't see this from outside, but this is sort of what you'll see when you kind of come into this space. So I don't know, maybe we just do a series of black or something. All right, so this is what I'm thinking for this area here, maybe sliding this down one. So we've got, when you're coming up towards this house, you can see down all the way out, but you'll see this little creativity area. We're keeping the colors kind of neutral, but we've got some nice large paintings. I guess I should probably put a chair in here, but it's just sort of a hobby work area. So this is going to be our lovely little layout. So if we can come down in here and we can go into this first space, we have this lovely area here. The hallway is pretty plain. We can do some photos on the wall, I think would be really nice. This is our first and boldest bedroom here. We've got the kids' bathroom, which could do with a floor mat. And then we've got a slightly more neutral bedroom here for this kid. Here is the main bedroom. It is pretty plain with the walls. I would advise putting in some art. Our little closet here. And their bathroom, which is plain but still looks really nice. And then if we come directly to the hallway here, you come out into this main space. So you've got your dining and your kitchen, and then a little break for the living room. We can come out through this sort of breezeway, and you can either go out that way or out to the gardening, or you can come in here and see your horses. And the ceiling is not painted in here, and I'm wondering if it should be. I think definitely it should be in here. But I don't mind if all the other ones are white. I don't hate that. I think in this environment it's probably fine. And I will grab out some lights for either side of these doors, depending on which side you want to come in. But that's going to be it for us. So thank you for joining me. If you like it, give this video a thumbs up so that we can see more, and subscribe to see my other things as they come out. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.